Well, last night we saw some major storms. The hardest hit areas were around Uvalde. Take a look at the hail that area saw. This picture coming from Val in Pryor, which is just south of Uvalde.
Yeah, baseball size. You can really see, Deborah, the spikes on that hailstone.
Yes.
That's what goes through objects, especially glass, roofs. Wow. I mean, you know, the thing was, the blessing, the hail at its largest was in very remote, isolated areas between Pryor and Uvalde. That's why I was shocked, and thank you again to Val that we did get some pictures, because it was hitting some very rural areas where no one really lives, and that is good news. But we still have the threat of producing some more of these kind of storms. Let's get over to the big board and start in Bexar County. I've only seen very light rain, so as we get into the rush hour, we're looking at pretty good. I mean, we might have a couple of slippery spots if some of this does hit the surface, but really not a whole lot of rain in San Antonio. Go up to 281 and look what's happening here. Between Fredericksburg and Johnson City, this monster thunderstorm, good sign of some weakening. We really do have this severe thunderstorm warning, though, in effect until 6 p.m., and it's dropping off to the east-southeast at only 15 miles per hour. Meteorologist Paul Morellis is near this supercell right now. Paul, what can you tell us? And please stay safe where you are.
Yeah, we definitely are, Bill. We're going to be safe. We're out here in a rural portion of Blanco County, just south of 290. And as you can see over my shoulder, it looks a lot different here than it does in San Antonio. It's getting really dark and hear some rumbles of thunder. And when I'm doing a shot like this, just watch out for the bolt of blue. Ask Matt, you haven't seen any lightning, so we're okay. But you can see these thunderstorms moving in. That's the gust front right there. It looks like on radar, Bill, you may want to verify, it looks like this thunderstorm is weakening a little bit, but definitely the winds are picking up, and that's going to be a big threat. Very quickly, pan over there to the right there.
Wow.
This is to the east. You can see additional thunderstorms building here to the east of where I'm at. And again, I'm kind of south and west of Johnson City, just south of 290. So we're going to be watching these thunderstorms as they push through. Boy, I can really feel the gust front now. We're going to be watching these thunderstorms. We'll be watching to see the hail, watching to see if we see any funnel clouds, any tornadoes. So we want to keep you safe. So stay safe. We're going to stay safe, but we're going that way, Bill.
Yeah, Paul, remember, when thunder roars, get indoors. Even if that's a vehicle, you're safe inside, okay? Because remember, wherever you hear thunder, lightning can strike where you're standing. So a dangerous situation. You notice that the winds are calm where Paul was standing. And again, he's just south of this monster thunderstorm that is weakening. As he mentioned, he can feel and see that it looked like it was weakening from his, you know, eye view, if you will, or ground view. And that is the truth. It has a history of producing hail the size of ping pong balls. So we've got to watch this closely as it nears 281 near Johnson City. Now, farther south, you can see that we are not, San Antonio and the Metro, in this tornado watch, which is in effect until 6 p.m. However, if any storm does materialize close, it does bear watching, because we have a volatile environment of some serious conditions in place. And here's what the future radar is saying. Maybe near New Braunfels and Canyon Lake, Seguin and Gonzales, and then everything sweeps to the Texas coast. I mean, we're only expecting this one line to develop and slide through, with most of its energy staying off to our east. But there's energy available for all of us. Okay, the upper level wind shear is pretty impressive, and it's starting to die down just a little bit for San Antonio, and that's good news, because that means the atmosphere is going to start stabilizing, especially as we get into Friday and the weekend. So let me show you the upper levels, because all of this is coming off of this huge trough. See this big dip in the upper level jet? Well, that's all of where that energy is coming from. And as that moves off to the east, centered over St. Louis and the southeast, heading into the weekend, we get an upper level ridge. And this is going to be a heat ridge where temperatures are going to go crazy on Saturday and Sunday. It'll actually begin tomorrow, as we expect temperatures to go up into the mid-90s. And speaking of tomorrow, Friday, an ozone action day. Do what you can to spare the air of harmful emissions. So you don't want to fuel up in the hours of daytime heat. You want to make sure you're putting gas in the car after 7 p.m. or even early in the morning, because when you're releasing more of those fumes, it's just going to create more bad ozone. Remember, ozone, good up high, but bad nearby. You don't want to be breathing too much of it, especially asthma sufferers or anybody with a respiratory condition. All right, 7-day forecast begins with Friday, ozone action day, and a high of 94. So a lot warmer tomorrow with a southwest wind cranking up the heat. And then look what happens on Saturday and Sunday. Couple of days of southwest winds, and we're going to be in triple-digit heat for Mother's Day weekend. Make sure you're staying hydrated. No chance of rain on the 7-day forecast except for these showers and storms tonight. Alana?
All right, thank you, Bill. The biggest concern